Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm back to you today with an updated designer handbag collection video. I've done this video once before, I think like January of last year when I just started on YouTube. So I think it's definitely due a bit of an update. There's been some new purchases since then, and as well as showing you my current collection, I've actually just added one more new bag to it as well. So I'm going to reveal that at the end of this video and just kind of put it all together. So this is literally all the designer bags that I own and I've invested into over the last couple of years. And personally for me, like, I don't do these videos to brag to you and show you all my designer expensive stuff. Like, if you know me and follow me, you'll know I'm not like that. I invest into things because I truly love quality, and if I invest into one good bag, it stops me from buying 10 lesser quality bags. So I feel like overall it's an investment for me. But the main reason I do these videos is because I know a lot of you message me and you talk to me and you're like, I really want to invest into bags down the line or in the future for a big birthday or for an occasion, but I just want some ideas and I don't really know where to start. So I hope that this video will maybe help some of you who want to add some of these bags to your wish list, either for next year or 5 years time or 10 years time. It's never too early to start that wish list. And it's just good to get like proper recommendations as well from someone who uses these bags like every day. These are literally the only bags I really wear, so I definitely know the ones that last better, the ones that scratch easier, the ones I get the most wear out of. So I'm really hoping that this will be a helpful video. So I'll stop waffling on now and let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start off with a real OG in my collection. This is the Givenchy Antigona in the small size. Plain black, shinier leather, silver hardware. It has the long strap like this, and then also like the regular short strap that you can obviously hold like that. And I will say, when I bought this bag, I never thought that I'd actually use the long strap, but I really do. It's actually so comfy to hold the bag like this, especially if I'm in the airport or like walking downtown or walking from meeting to meeting. It's sometimes more comfortable to hold that way and kind of better for my back and stuff. I just literally cannot say enough good things about this bag, and you'll have seen me talk about this in other videos. I've literally raved about this bag since I bought it, and for a few main reasons. One, it's so classic. Two, it's pretty spacious. Like, you can fit a lot in there, and this is probably the bag that I do use the most, mainly because I can fit my vlog camera in here. My vlog camera is like a little bit bigger, the lens is kind of long, so it doesn't fit into a lot of the bags I'm going to show you. And because I do wear my designer bags nearly every day when I'm out and about, this is the one that like more often than not comes with me because it fits my camera and it fits like everything else as well. And also, number three, I've had this bag for over 2 years, and I swear if you saw this bag in person or if you saw me walking down the street, you would literally think I bought it last week. It has held its value like none of the other bags I'm going to show you. And the thing is, it wasn't even the most expensive of the bags I'm going to show you, but without a doubt, like in relation to the times I've used it, it has just literally held its value. It held its shape. There's a few tiny scratches, but whatever it is about this leather, it's really good. Like, you can't really see them. They're small, but they're just not that noticeable. And like, I will say, I'm not one to like baby my bag. You know, I'll put it on the table if I'm out for dinner, or I'll put it on the chair, sometimes the ground, you know. Like, I don't hold it like this the whole time, so it does get properly used and literally feels like new. I got the small size. It comes in like a medium and a large, and then a smaller one, but I love this size. It fits everything, it's not too heavy, and yeah, one of my favorites. I'm gonna have this forever. Okay, and then next up is a bag that wasn't featured in the first of my videos like this. So this is a newbie one to my collection. I bought this at the end of last summer, and it's the Chloe Nile bag. Has this really nice kind of gold hardware feature, and then also has a long strap. Definitely not loads of room in this one. It's one of my smaller bags, but it's still, you know, pretty okay. As you can see, there's like a kind of a big space, and then there's this little space at the back for like anything that's a little bit more like needs to be more secure, I guess, and then just a magnet closer, has the Chloe logo here, and then like I did find that I've probably been wearing it more holding this, but I definitely think I will get a lot of wear out of it this way as well. I bought this at the end of last summer, so I think that this bag hasn't earned its value just yet for me, because I just don't think it's a winter bag for me. Like I always go for darker colors in the winter, so I haven't really been wearing this much over the last few months, except for a few events and kind of occasions. So I'm really excited to see now how I'm going to be able to kind of style this up again more next summer. And I just love this part. I know it's probably not for everyone, but this is the part that sold it for me. Like I love holding it like this. I don't know why, I just really like it, and it's very different to the rest of the bags in my collection. So yeah, this is a lovely one to have for summer. And then next is my pride and joy, my baby. This is what I bought myself for my 25th birthday. I'd literally been planning this purchase for so long. I knew that I wanted to buy myself a Chanel for my birthday for my 25th. I saved and saved and saved and went through all the different bags and went back and forth and different decisions, and in the end I decided on the Chanel Boy in the black and gold, and I just love this bag. I really do, and it's one of those bags that's just so classic, and I think it's something that I will have forever. Like even if I didn't wear this, I wouldn't give it away. It's that kind of bag, and I'm not like that with any of the other ones, but I just think this is one of those like timeless pieces that even like sitting on my kind of shoe bag wall, I don't know, I'm very kind of proud when I see it, I guess, because it was like a milestone purchase. And again, it's so classic. Like anything that you get in black and gold is never going to go out of style. It has obviously the little clip here, you push it in, that's how you open it, and then the inside is pretty spacious. I will say that like the one thing about the Chanel, which I was a little bit disappointed was that I find it does scratch a little bit in here, and it's probably me, you know, not being more careful. But you think when you're buying Chanel, you're like, this is going to just be like pristine for the rest of its life, but I don't know, maybe I'll be able to like get that cleaned up or something. But the outside is still in really good condition, and the strap is perfect, the gold is still holding up really nicely, and then this quilted part is lovely as well. So overall, really happy with this bag. This is actually one of my bigger kind of side bags, so I do find that I bring this a lot on trips with me when I'm traveling, because I can fit a lot into it if I'm gone for a full day somewhere. So yeah, a really good purchase overall. Okay, and then next is another kind of recent purchase. I got this for myself at Christmas time. So this is actually one of the newer purchases in my collection, besides the new one I'm going to show you in a minute. And it's this Prada baby. It's like a burgundy color with gold hardware, and I just loved this. I really wanted something that wasn't black. To be honest, I'm known to buy black and gold bags. That's what I kind of stick to, because it's such a big purchase that I want to make sure that it's going to go with everything. But burgundy is a color that I just love so much. I think with my hair and like with the outfits that I wear, it ties in really well. So I was on the search for a burgundy bag, and I really wanted to try out Prada as well. I didn't have any other Prada pieces in my collection, so when I came across this one, I was like, yeah, that's the one. I finally found her. And then there is a little bit of space in this one. I remember when I showed this initially, I was a little bit worried about this pocket here, because I just don't like when there isn't a zip. I much prefer when there's a zip inside, just for like, you know, your ID or just cards and stuff like that. But I will say I've had no issues. Things are always pretty secure in the inside of that bag, and I've lost nothing so far, touch wood. So far so good. I also love it because you can wear it kind of like crossbody like this, so it sits really nicely here. A lot of my other bags I kind of wear in my shoulder, so this is like a nice change, and I just love like this strap detail. I love that it's like a little bit thicker. So yeah, overall a really good purchase. But I will say, and I told you and I promised you that I would be honest in this video, and this is one of the newer ones in my collection, like the second newest now after the one I'm going to show you, but it is definitely the one that has scratched the most. Like looking at it now, like it still looks fine, you know, you wouldn't notice it too much, like the light shining kind of brings out the scratches a little bit more, but there is scratches on the front, and I haven't worn this bag like half as much as I've worn the other bags in my collection, so a little bit disappointed with that. Maybe it's the leather that I chose, maybe it's the color that shows it up a bit more, maybe I was like used to having the black bags and they didn't show it as much. But yeah, the only disappointing part of the Prada, I'm not sure if it comes down to the quality of it or whatever, but something that I would keep in mind in the future if I'm buying again, like if I'm buying a Prada in the future, maybe I'll go for like a different leather, like a darker color or something, because yeah, it is a little bit disappointing when you pay a lot of money for it, like comparing to the Chanel and the Saint Laurent and the Givenchy especially. This one didn't hold up as well, so just keep that in mind. If you're looking at the Pradas, be careful, like definitely test it out, make sure and look at the quality. And then if you're in between like Prada and maybe some other different brand, maybe the other different brand will actually be a better investment. But saying that, I do love it, and when I have it on, like you can barely notice it. I'm just like really particular. I'm like, I paid money for this, it shouldn't be scratching, and I haven't even worn it that much. So yeah, just something to keep in mind, but I really do love it as a bag. And then lastly, before I show you the new purchase, my little YSL baby. I love this bag so much. I honestly get so much wear out of it. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen this bag so much in my different outfit posts and just like day to day. I went for the very kind of classic style black with the gold logo here, and I got the one with the gold tassel, and then it's quite a long gold chain, has this like leather piece at the top like for comfort on your shoulder, which actually makes a big difference. I'd always recommend getting that because the chain part, it's just, I don't know, I couldn't imagine holding it like that all the time, so definitely always look out for that. It's a really good feature. This was actually one of like the lesser expensive of the bags, and it's one that I really have worn a lot, so if you're contemplating a bag like this, I would recommend it 100%. And I think it's one of these bags that it's just very classy. When you see it, like you see it straight away. Like if someone passes me and they're wearing a YSL bag, like I see the bag before I see anything else. It's like that kind of brand. It's really good and it just really stands out for the right reasons. So I have a new Saint Laurent bag to show you, but this was my first one, and I definitely will buy more Saint Laurent. It's one of my favorite brands out of all of them. I just love their styles. They're really classic. The colors are good, the shapes are good, and so far I love this. There is a few scratches on this one too, a little bit similar to the Prada, so yeah, not probably the best quality out of all my bags that I have, but overall for the amount of times I've worn it and kind of the hardship I've probably given it and different trips and stuff, it's not doing too bad. So yeah, love this one too. Finally, I can share with you the newest addition to my collection. It's a Saint Laurent bag, very different to everything else that I have, so you actually might be shocked. And it's also the least expensive out of everything that I've bought, like designer bag wise, in the past, and it is kind of a sensible purchase for me, to be honest. And it is this beauty. It's like a travel bag that I've had my eye on for so long now, plain black. I'm actually going to take this off. I kind of was keeping the unboxing to show it here, but this is really cool. It has like the little YSL logoing like this. I got it on Farfetch, which is like one of my favorite websites to buy my designer purchases on. The delivery's fast, it's always a good price, so I definitely recommend looking on that site. I'm pretty sure a lot of those bags are on there. I always kind of get links from different places and I'm putting them down below in the description box, but that's definitely a good place. You won't get the Chanel there, but I think you'll more or less get everything else. And then I just recently got this. Basically, I just wanted a bag for traveling. Like I was that person in the airport with like 4 different things in my hand, my laptop, and then I had a smaller bag for my other stuff, and I just wanted one big bag that I could put everything into, but I still wanted that bag to look classy and like chic. So I decided to invest into a designer version. So this is it, plain black, really big as you can see, has the Saint Laurent logoing here, and then it has this little gold logoing here as well. I have to take off the wrapper off that. It's literally just out of the box, and then the back is plain. I like it as well because it has this button that you can tie in the middle, and a lot of these bags actually don't have that. A lot of these bags that I was seeing were just like wide open, and I don't really like that. I like to be able to close it in a little bit. So I'd fit my laptop in there, I'll fit my chargers, my phone, my vlog camera, my other camera. It's just a really kind of good overall bag, and it's actually decent value. Like it's very good quality, obviously being Saint Laurent, and it's one that I'll have forever, and it's much cheaper than all the rest of the bags I've shown you. I think it worked out around 700, which obviously is not cheap, but for me this is a bag that I literally will have traveling now for like ever, and it'll be just easier for me to get ready packing because I'll know this is the bag I'm bringing for like on the plane. And I think when you do invest into good travel pieces, it really makes your life better overall. Of course, I'll also have it for like my day-to-day in New York as well. Sometimes I go to cafes to work it and I'm like carrying my laptop in one hand, then I have my camera and a smaller bag, so I think this will be a good one to have just for day to day, and it still feels like, I don't know, so chic when I have it. Like, it's not like a regular plain boring black bag that I've thrown everything into. It's still very classic and classy, and I love that, and definitely a good investment piece. So that's everything. I really hope you enjoyed seeing all of them. As I said, I link everything in the description box below. If you have any questions about designer bags or designer purchases, always let me know, because I know that it's a big decision, and I think it's so important to get recommendations and do your research and make sure you're making the right decision, because at the end of the day it's a lot of money and you want to make sure you're going to wear whatever you buy over and over again. You're not going to get sick of it, or it's not going to get tarnished or whatever it is. So always ask me any questions that you have in the comments below, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. So I'll leave it here for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more fashion videos. I love doing these luxury videos, and my style is very much, you know, high street, like premium high street clothes, and then I love mixing in my designer accessories. So you'll always see these accessories, these bags in my styling videos and loads of different vlogs as well. And so yeah, that is everything. I'll leave it here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.